Coming up once again, one of the best dunkers in town, former U of A basketball player, now does a lot of coaching, much more. Andrew Parker joins us again. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
Good. Hey, I noticed the other day they were showing on the highlights where a guy did a cartwheel, and then as he finished his cartwheel, picked the ball up off the ground, went through his leg, and dunked it. Could you do that?
Man, I was actually doing that when I was 17 until I moved on to more of the in-game dunk. So, and I know who that is too. It's Justin Darlington. He's out in Toronto.
Yeah.
He's one of our best dunkers here in Canada. He's sensational. But I mean, it's all about the creative process in dunking, and I have actually tried that and completed that dunk before.
So now you said you've moved on. What's the A-level dunks now?
Well, I mean, for me personally, once you master the slam dunk competitions, you got to move to the in-game dunks. And for me, just jamming on someone or jumping over someone in the game was the epitome of the best dunks that you would see or do. So I've kind of just moved on to that once I made my move to the professional level. So, I mean, slam dunking competitions were excellent, but I kind of just wanted to play professionally and dunk on guys that way.
Yeah, okay, and that's fair. I just the creativity of it nowadays. Have you ever done a 720 dunk?
No, I came close. I think I did close to a 5. I want to say 40. I won't go all the way there, but I've done almost a double 360 once.
Yeah, wow, man, because I watched that guy do that in college the other day, and I was like, are you kidding me? That's unreal.
Yeah, that's unreal. These guys are on a completely different level, so I definitely respect what they're doing right now.
Talk a little bit about the Elniski tournament you got coming up.
Well, the Elniski tournament is just a tournament I held at M.E.Lazerte High School this weekend. Friday's the opening ceremonies. It's just a tournament where students and staff, as well as alumni, come to celebrate the life of Thom Elniski, who is one of the best coaches here in the city of Edmonton, and just a selfless person who devoted, all of his time to the students as well as to his players. So, rather than just celebrating school spirit, we're actually celebrating the life of a man who dedicated all of his time to kids such as myself and my brother Stephen, who won a national championship at U of A, and just helping us become men and future role models.
So, who's coming to the tournament? What format will it take, and what are the highlights in your mind?
Okay, well, we have the three-point competition. That's always one of the biggest events. Slam dunk competition, which I used to perform in. I'm not sure if I'll join in or not this year. I want to kind of let the young guys have their shine. But we have Oscar Romero, Lillian Osborne, Queen Elizabeth. We have Hilltop, East Glen, M.E.Lazerte, Beaver Lodge, Calgary Academy, all the way from down south in Alberta, and just an assortment of teams coming in to come play in the city of Edmonton.
Andrew, you talked about Thom Elniski and what he did for, maturing young men. And really for a lot of high school coaches, that's really what they can do. What did he do or say that really resonated with you?
Well, he changed my life. I was getting caught up in the wrong crowd in my senior year, and Coach Elniski just asked me, he's like, how do you want to be remembered? He's like, do you want to be just some kid who got caught up in the tough side of life, or did you want to maximize your potential and take your game to the highest level? And once he asked me that question, I decided I wanted to get a college degree as well as get a college scholarship and be a professional basketball player. And I was able to do all that, but I couldn't be able to do that without the help that he provided for me.
Now, Andrew, I'm guessing that wasn't like a one-time conversation that happened over a minute. It was probably something that, because when you're 17 years of age, as we all are, usually we all think we know everything, right?
Yeah.
What did he do that made you listen to it? Because it's easy for someone to say something, but they've got to say it in a way that really resonates with the person.
That's right. And you know what? He was very just genuine in his words. Like, the relationship we had was, it wasn't so much as like a coach and a player. It was much more like a father and a son. And I do credit him for being like my basketball father and mentoring me and encouraging me to do well in my studies as well as on the basketball court. And he was with me every day, and he helped mentor me and as well as all of my teammates, and made sure that we stayed on the right path. And also, if we ever did get into trouble, he was very supportive of anything we were going through in life, and he helped us get through all the tough times so that when we got to the good times, we understood how valuable it was to be there.
Andrew, what you're saying rings a bell with me, too, about your coach. Very few players are special enough like you or those who can go, those who go on to the NBA or play any level of pro And we always think in terms of wins and losses, even in high school, and that's important. But the bottom line is the vast majority of kids can be more affected in life skills than they can by on-court skills by the right man who pulls them aside and just takes the time to make sure they go the right way.
Absolutely. And you know what? The big things that he hit on was responsibility, accountability, and just your general character. You know, a lot of us kids in Canada, well, now we're starting to see with Wiggins and with Bennett, guys getting to the NBA, but some of us, we may not get there. What's more important is how do we develop as human beings? And also, I think he was really concerned with what type of fathers will be or mentors will be for the next generation. And he was always cognizant of what was going to happen in the future, and he made us as players very cognizant of our futures as well. So he was very, very, very understandable in terms of, you know, us trying to be responsible human beings and accountable for all of our actions.
Andrew Parker joins us. We are talking about the Thom Elniski tournament that goes on this weekend. Andrew, obviously it's open to the public, and I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of different high school kids and their families coming watching. When's first tip-off?
First tip-off actually started today. We have a game at 12:45 was Lillian versus Oscar Romero. But the opening ceremony is at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's when all the big events happen. All the teams get introduced, and we have a lot of media coming to support. I have to definitely give a shout-out to Min Dhariwal over at CBC for stepping up and being the first guy to come and support us. But it's the biggest event is the Thom Elniski opening ceremonies tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Is Min Dhariwal in the dunk competition?
You know what? We talked about that. I was actually joking with him the other day, and I said, you know what, I might have to jump over your head. And then he's like, Parker, you're not doing that over me. So, you know, he's been very supportive. I don't think he'll be dunking anytime soon, but he'll be there to be there for us.
Well, hopefully he's not wearing his tight basketball high school shorts. That's all I know, because he loves to show pictures of those. It's not a good look for the Min man. So hopefully, I'm just pre-warning you for that.
I think those went out with the 80s, and that's okay. It's the 2014s, and let's enjoy it.
Bring him back in, man. Those things are awesome. That real men dunked in those shorts, I'll tell you right now.
Absolutely.
Andrew, good for you for honoring a great man who did a lot for the community. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And all the best to you guys.